Good Monday morning, meaties. Welcome to another live stream for horror news and channel updates and some Lucy time. I always get up earlier than Chelsea, and Molly always stays in the bed until Chelsea gets up. So mornings are Daddy and Lucy time. I'll sit down on the couch and have my pre-workout, and she'll hop up there and snuggle up next to me. Oh my gosh, she's just the cutest fucking cat, dude. Love this little lady. She's been getting more interested in hanging out with us too. When we're in the living room watching a movie, Lucy will come in, and then Molly will see her and get all bitchy. So we'll just put a blanket over Molly's head, and Lucy will pop up on the couch and finally join us. That's right, your sister's real dumb sometimes, but oh, I love this little girl. I love it. Yes. Okay. You wanna be let go? Do you wanna be freed to go do kitty business? All right. Go ahead, honey. Are they getting along? I think Lucy at this point is like, what the fuck are you gonna do to me, dog? But Molly is way too overprotective of Chelsea, so if she sees anyone as a threat to Chelsea, she's gotta act. She's gotta bark, including me. The one who fucking brought her here. Let me go close that door. Hold on. Oh, sorry, the music was very loud, sorry. Hi, how's it going? Has that barbarian bottle always been there? Not always, but I added it a few months ago. Okay. Mug of the day is I'm a little quiet. Is it better now? Is it better just the mixing? Sorry about that. Shout out to Caleb Rhodes, first one in the chat, longtime live stream viewer and patron, I think. See your name everywhere, so I'm just assuming. And mug of the day is, I don't think this one has been up there yet. This is Mornings Are for Coffee and Contemplation. This side's a little less scratched. From Stranger Things. I saw this guy in the cupboard hiding out in the back, and I was like, oh, I don't think I've shown you off before. Yeah, Caleb. Hey, no worries, man. You're all good. You just being here is support enough, so thank you so much. How do I drink my coffee, Michael? Well, as you can see, black. Always just black. I will occasionally throw one little creamer in there. One of those little creamers, but nah. It's just black. Do I have a favorite mug or do I just rotate? I have a few favorites. The Lucy the Cat one, the Tom Cardy one, and the Beleg Day one. I think those are my favorites. I know that's why you guys are here, to talk about the real important things, like my coffee mugs. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for being here. I love doing these, you know that. It's nice to chill. Yesterday last night we did I went to a comedy show hosted by Kayla Becker. You might know her as Kayla Braxton from when she worked at WWE. Thank you, James Moyner. And Korn. Thanks, Korn. But she hosted a comedy show where the proceeds went to help people affected by the wildfires. And like Ryan Nemeth did a set, which was really cool to see. And so did Katie from Katie Afraidy, another horror podcast. She was excellent. There were like 12 people who went up there and did it. Like it was great. It was very funny. Very good night at the Kookaburra Lounge. Is that Kookaburra? Is that the bird? Yeah, she hasn't been there for a couple of years now, I think, Ari Gonzalez. Maybe 2 years? Maybe just a year, I don't know. It was a good time, though. So glad I got to do that. All right, let's get to the news, shall we? First up, some good news. We got a lot of horror nominations at the Oscars. 3 horror movies have some Oscar nominations this year, which is great. In fact, here, let me look at my notes here, compiled by Ben, producer and brand manager Ben, who makes these live streams happen by collating the news. 2023, 0 horror nominations. 2022, 0 horror nominations. 2021, 0 horror nominations. 2020, The Lighthouse was nominated for cinematography. And Parasite, if you count it, was nominated. That's how far back you gotta go to see some horror nominations at the Oscars. And Ben says he counts it. I don't, but, you know, that's the beauty about horror. Different people consider it different things. See, someone might think The Lighthouse isn't horror. Oh, Godzilla Minus One. Benjamin. Godzilla Minus One got nominated. It won Best Visual Effects, so that counted. If we count Parasite, you gotta count Godzilla Minus One, right? That was on there? You're right. 2024 had Godzilla Minus One. You're right. Thanks. Did I say that? I don't know, dude. I did not get any sleep last night. I'm sorry. Last night was a late one. We got back from that comedy show late, and then I watched Fresh for the upcoming kill count, so sorry. Okay. Anyway, this year blows all those out the water. This year does so much better. Oh, it didn't win. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Okay. The Substance. I think 5 nominations? Yes. 5 nominations for The Substance, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's go. That's nuts, dude. Including top honors, baby. Best Picture. And Best Writing. And Best Director. That's fucking great. That's so fucking good. And of course, Demi Moore for Best Actress in a leading role. I'd say odds-on favorite, right? She won the Globe. And then her speech was really good at the Globes, and I guess that affects things. But fuck yeah. Also, their other nomination was for makeup and hairstyling. I wish it had been nominated for Best Sound. Mikey Madison also is up there, and but I feel like her chances seemed higher earlier in the year for Anora, which, by the way, Anora, so good. Love that one. Not a horror movie. It's comedy, but Mikey Madison from Scream, my co-star from Scream 5. Very, very nice person at conventions. Yeah, no VFX nomination. You know what? Yeah, let's just take it. Let's just take it and be happy. We'll get to those other ones later. So, really cool to see The Substance with 5 nominations. And then Nosferatu got 4. None of the so-called big nominations, like the big headline ones, but a lot of well-deserved technical ones, including cinematography. Jaron Blatchke, who, as I noted just a minute ago, was previously nominated for Best Cinematography for The Lighthouse. So, very awesome for Robert Eggers' devoted director of photography to get rewarded by working with him again. It's awesome. The other awards for Nosferatu, the nominations are production design, costume design, and makeup and hairstyling. So we'll see 2 horror movies go at it for makeup and hairstyling, which is great. That's so cool. And then finally, Alien Romulus was nominated for Best Visual Effects. So cool, man. I'm so happy for these movies. Like, The Substance came out as a huge fan of Revenge, Coralie Farge's previous film. I went and saw The Substance right away. Fucking loved it. And then I started to hear about potential Oscar buzz. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, I knew that I loved this movie, but I've loved lots of movies that I never would have expected the Oscars to pay any attention to. And so when I started hearing that chatter, I was getting excited. And then some people in the Oscar watching community was like, don't get your hopes up. It's a weird horror movie. It's not gonna. And lo and behold, 5 noms, man. I love it. I love that. Really cool. Yeah. And then for Nosferatu to come out so late in the year, to where a lot of these decisions had already been kind of decided on and made. It's cool for it to sneak in with a bunch of the technical noms. Honestly wish Nosferatu got a Best Actress nom for Lily Rose Depp. I mean, a lot of really, well, I have not seen, dude. I gotta see this fucking movie. I mean, I will see all these movies every year. We try to make a point to watch all the Best Picture nominees. I've seen Anora, I've seen Dune, and The Substance and Wicked. That's it. I've got to see what the fuck this Amelia Perez movie is, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? Oh, I gotta see it, and because the clips I've seen make it look awful. It seems like everyone online doesn't like it. I've heard Nickel Boys is good. How'd I like Wicked? I love Wicked. I saw it twice, dude. I saw a picture of it was a meme, I think on the Oscar subreddit, and it was a picture of the dance scene from Loathing in Wicked, where they're singing about loathing, and they were it was a picture of Amelia Perez and the people singing Loathing at it. It was the Mexican flag, the trans flag, the Oscar subreddit, and a MAGA flag. And it was all of these groups are united in their hatred of this movie. You know, it's hard to get all those people on board. It's hard to get all those people to agree on something, but I can't wait to watch that movie and see how bad it is. Maybe I'll end up loving it. Maybe that'll be my thing. Maybe I'll be a huge Amelia Perez defender. Oh, man. All right, well, I mean, I hope you guys are, you know, if you're excited about this, maybe tune into the Oscars. If you don't normally watch, but you're excited that some horror movies got nominated for stuff, maybe tune in, and maybe they'll, I don't know, show the people that there's more interest when they nominate our movies, right? I don't know, whatever. Or don't, I don't fucking care. We got Robert Eggers news, twofold. After Nosferatu, which we were just talking about, the Oscar-nominated Nosferatu, he's gonna make Werewolf. It's a werewolf movie. And let's see, he co-wrote it with his usual writing partner. Let's see. Jean? Is that, where's the full name? Where's the full name? Is it just, are they a mononym? You can't just. Oh, are they they are a mononym. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Jean. Wow. Or AKA Johnny Triumph. What? Oh, that's fucking dope, dude. An Icelandic writer. Okay. Cool. Of course, Sources say the story is set in 13th century England. Fuck yeah. With with dialogue true to the time period and translations and annotations for those uninitiated in Old English. I love how it's those uninitiated in Old English. Like, you know, like for those who don't watch basketball, here are some pointers. For those uninitiated in Old English, which, like, if you're not aware, Old English and Middle English, they're like essentially entirely different languages. There's no like, oh, I speak English, so I'll pick some up through context. No, sir. The Beowulf English, that's right. Canterbury Tales English. I think I've said it before on this live stream that I've heard Robert Eggers say he never wants to make a movie with cell phones or even cars in them, which I think is so cool that he just is sticking to these period pieces, man. He could have easily just gone and done like a big budget blockbuster by now with his success, but he's sticking to it, making this werewolf movie in the in the 13th century. Love it. I love to see creatives get to do what they want to do. He said his upper limit would probably be 1950s. That'd be cool too, man. Yeah, whatever he fucking wants to do. Well, I'll watch him, dude. Speaking of which, I guess they're gonna test that. Is that the same picture? Did they just use the same? No, he just looks like that. He's making a Labyrinth sequel too. When I first saw this like last week or something, I thought that it was a bullshit rumor. I thought this was just a clickbait bullshit nonsense. But I mean, Deadline's posting it, dude. These are the trades. I guess it's gonna happen. He has closed a deal, at least, to write and direct a new Labyrinth film. And it will be a sequel to Labyrinth, not a remake. He is writing the script with Jean, his collaborator. You gotta let me know how to pronounce that, because I'm gonna keep saying it wrong, I'm sure. Brian Henson, executive producing. So that's good. I don't know if we'll get Connolly back. Jennifer for that. I think she was like actually 16 or real close to it in that first movie. She's a kid in that thing. And of course, Bowie, unfortunately, won't be able to have him back. But people are saying no good can come of this, says Cosplay Frankenstein. A sequel without David Bowie, fuck right off. Oscar De Paz says, I'll give it a chance. Me too. Eggers has worked up enough goodwill for me. If he's gonna do something like this, I'll give it a chance. I'll see what's up. It won't have Bowie in his tights, so it'll never be as good. But have you considered Willem Dafoe? Willem Dafoe will fill those right out. He'll fill them out. No padding required. Dafoe can fill the bulge and confuse a whole nother generation. Also, like, if it's Eggers, you know that's gonna be like practical puppetry and stuff. He's not gonna make no bullshit, so that's good. He's something of a labyrinth himself, Dev. Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, we're probably what, 2 years out from this fucking thing. Get out of here. Zach Kreger is going to be making a Resident Evil movie. Igniting a bidding war. How cool is that? Wouldn't you feel so good about yourself if you ignited a bidding war? If companies were fighting each other to make your movie. That's awesome. Good for him. Zach Kreger made Barbarian. Oh, Trevor Asher just finished Venture Brothers. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. I never watched the movie. Because we want to rewatch the show before we watch the movie. And we haven't had time to rewatch the show, so still need to watch Oh, Ben's got a good point. I think this is happening because of the kill count. Zoran's kill count on Resident Evil. I think that's what's happening here. So, you're welcome, Zach. Anyway, Zach Kreger, who made Barbarian, is going to be writing and directing a new reboot of Resident Evil, which studios have been ignited in a bidding war to try to acquire the rights to. And let's see. I think it said something about leaning more into the horror. Oh, Josh Brolin and Julia Garner. Oh, wait, no, that's talking about a different movie. Kreger's take is described by sources as a revamp that will take the title to its horror roots and be more faithful to the initial games. So there you go. There you go. If you want a more accurate, more game accurate Resident Evil, look no further than Mr. Kreger. That movie franchise has grossed over $1 billion. God damn. How many are there? There are 7. 6 starring Mila Jovovich and 1 origin feature made during the pandemic. That's the Raccoon City one, right? So 7 movies, and you... Did Saw make over $1 billion? I think so, yeah. Saw's made over $1 billion. And I think Final Destination will make over $1 billion after the new one comes out. And that'll be the 6th one? Okay. 7 live-action movies and 4 animated movies, says Liam. I don't know if they're counting the animated movies in that gross. Thanks, Mark Sherlock. I believe I have read Blood Meridian, but it's been years if I have. New Godzilla X Kong sequel adds Caitlin Dever to the cast. Caitlin Dever was in the very enjoyable No One Will Save You movie. I believe it's on Netflix, and it's where she just leads the whole movie. The whole movie rests on her acting. She's excellent in it. And so, good to see that she's getting work as the lead, I think, in the next Godzilla Kong movie, which will not be made by Adam Wingard, who made the last 2. Our horror man, Adam Wingard. Now it's Grant Sputor. Who, what's he done? Wikizilla, the Kaiju Encyclopedia. Huh. Oh, also in the chat, as usual, Michael is here. Social media coordinator Michael. No One Will Save You is such a blast, he says. Oh, it's on Hulu, not Netflix. I'm sorry. Oh, everyone's yelling at me as Hulu. Okay, it's on Hulu, not Netflix. I apologize. Okay, this guy is I Am Mother a feature? I think so. It doesn't say short or anything. So, okay, not a wildly experienced director, but maybe this movie's super good. Who knows? Good for him. Wish it the best. Diddy. Oh man, what was that? Why are you guys talking about Diddy? Is it like an ad? What? Why are you guys yelling that? You're just yelling random shit? What? It was an ad? Okay. An ad for what? What was the ad for? Why was it a documentary or something? Oh, an ad for a documentary. Okay. I was like, an ad for what? His bail money? Okay. All right. Also, I saw this when I was pulling these up. Was this breaking news? I'm Still Here Oscar nominee and Golden Globe winner Fernanda Torres apologized for blackface turn and resurfaced skit. Oh no, dude. Let's check this out. What's this? Oh, 17 years old. Well, the sketch was 17 years ago. I don't think she was. 17 years ago, dude. You shouldn't be doing blackface. You know? When was Crystal? When did Billy Crystal do the fucking blackface at the Oscars in the limo during the opening bit? Billy Crystal, I'm sure, has done blackface multiple times. Yes, Robert Downey Jr. did blackface. That was kind of the point of that movie, the point of that role. Yeah, was he trying to be Al Jolson? Was it 2012? I feel like that was like the last big 2012 or 2011 sounds right. 2012 sounds right, I think, actually. I feel like that was like the last, like, the last time that someone like big mainstream, like a thing at the Oscars, thought that it would be okay to do it. Like 2012 is pretty fucking late to do blackface, dude. Oh man. At what point does the term "times were different" expire? You know what? That's something for everyone to decide themselves. Yeah, Kimmel did blackface a few times. Yeah, I mean, it's like in the 2000s, I feel like it definitely didn't have the. I mean, it did have the same connotation for a lot of people, but not for everyone. Like, comedians were more willing to, like, do it. I don't know, man. But 2012 is late regardless of who you are, for the host of the Oscars to be doing that. I don't know when this was. What, 17 years ago? When was that? That would make it... I can't math right now. 2008? In a comedy sketch on a Brazilian TV show? Something tells me she's not going to win that Oscar. I just love breaking news. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. 2000s comedy is weird, Liam. Anyway, back to the horror news. Sam Raimi horror thriller Send Help has Dylan O'Brien. He seems like... I've heard that name. And Rachel McAdams in it. It's a survivor horror thriller about two colleagues who become stranded on a deserted island, the only survivors of a plane crash. Okay. Dylan, Ben's getting excited about Dylan. What's Dylan in? Hit me up. The Maze Runner guy. Love and Monsters. Teen Wolf. Bumblebee. Breaking news for a boy. Bumblebee? Okay. Is Bumblebee like the most recent big thing they did? The Internship? Okay. Well, it's Sam Raimi, so we'll see what this is. Oh, Caddo Lake? Oh, and he was in Saturday Night. I really want to see that. Was that any good? I remember there were briefly being Oscar buzz about that, but I don't think anything happened with that. Oh, he voiced Bumblebee. Okay. He played Dan Aykroyd in Saturday Night. Nice. Yeah, I'll catch that. I'll catch that sometime. Crossed. Something made by Garth Ennis, who wrote The Boys, like the original graphic novel. I guess Crossed is another graphic novel from him, and that's being made into a movie by Rob Jabez, who did The Sadness. Now, I don't know anything about Crossed, but I do know Garth Ennis has a reputation as an edgelord. And if you watch The Boys, and if you've heard about The Boys comic book and how it differs from the show, that seems to check out. So, I don't know anything about Crossed specifically, but seems like a good pairing to me if you take the filmmaker who made The Sadness and put it with a Garth Ennis project. Because The Sadness is already pretty edgelordy. And also, by the way, thank you, Tony Michael. Appreciate that. Oh, nice. Enjoy Companion. Really enjoy Companion. So this seems like a good marriage. Crossed takes place in a pandemic-stricken world in which those who catch a disease are marked with a cross-like rash on their face, and the infected follow their worst impulses. It's like a zombie apocalypse, but instead of zombies, these are humans who retain their intellect but are homicidal maniacs. That sounds like The Sickness. That just sounds like The Sickness. Or The Sadness, I'm sorry, not The Sickness. That sounds exactly like The Sadness. So, I guess we're just gonna do that again. You never watched The Sadness? Is it sad, Dinkles? I don't know if it's sad. The Sadness, I was entertained by for a little bit, and then I was like, oh, there's no lull to like readjust or recalibrate. There's just overstimulation nonstop for the entire time, so it wasn't my favorite. It felt like too much. And not in a like I'm offended or like it just like, as far as a viewing experience, I would have enjoyed more variety. What movie did we cover on the podcast that we compared to The Sadness and said that we felt like it did a better job of what we thought The Sadness was trying to do? It was like another pretty intense movie. When Evil Lurks? Yeah. When Evil Lurks has more of like the ups and downs, you know? But it also has the really intense moments. But The Sadness is just nonstop intense the whole time. But worth watching. You know, if you like movies that push the boundaries of what's happening, and check out The Sadness. It's fucked up, and you know what? We'll get something else fucked up, apparently. Crossed. Here we go. This is great news. The Toxic Avenger reboot is coming to theaters. For a while, it was in question if it would find a distributor. There was talk of it being too extreme, too crazy to hit theaters. But you know who said, nah, bump that? Cineverse, which released Terrifier, the Terrifier sequels, has announced that they are going to be releasing the Toxic Avenger. I think they're releasing it unrated, just like they did the Terrifier sequels. So, hell yeah. Super excited to see this. It stars Peter Dinklage as the Toxic Avenger. It's got Elijah Wood in it, Kevin Bacon, and it's made by Macon Blair, who... Oh yeah, Jacob Tremblay's in it? Great. What did Macon Blair do? I always forget. Great name, Macon Blair. I'm not familiar with these. Oh, he co-produced Green Room. Green Room's great. Green Room's very good. Oh, he's an actor. He's done a lot of acting parts. He starred in Green Room. Oh, he starred in it. He's Gabe. Oh, cool. Okay. And then what are these? Are these features? Oh, he's a writer primarily, and then I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore. Oh, with Elijah. So okay, this makes sense that he worked with him again. Oh, Jane Levy. Oh, I love her. So yeah, thank you Cineverse for making this happen. I can't wait to see this, and I'll share a little sneak peek for you. Toxie is a Royal Rumble contestant this year. The OG Toxic Avenger. He'll be in there. Thank you, Cassie's Corner. Favorite horror film of the year was The Substance. And Sleepsy, thank you very much. Let the Right One In, great movie. Scary Movie reboot is coming out in the summer of 2026. I'm still hoping Chelsea and I can do something with this, man. So excited for this. Wayans brothers reunited, doing Scary Movie. Still no word on if we'll have Anna Faris and Regina Hall. We gotta, please, please. You need them. They're the best. They're so fucking funny, dude. But it will be at least the Wayans brothers doing it, who did the first two before they were forced out. Is that right? I don't know the details of it, but very excited to see another Scary Movie, dude. And then what's this? Oh, Popeye the Slayer Man will be coming out in spring. A group of friends who sneak into an abandoned spinach canning factory. Okay. Yep, we'll see about that. And here's a little bit of news. Dead Meat joins the Bloody FM podcast network. The Dead Meat podcast is officially joining Bloody Disgusting. This is something that we've been talking about for months behind the scenes. We weren't sure if we were going to do this the end of last year, but you know what? I think last year had enough news for the company, so I think we just shifted it and started off this year strong with the announcement that we are joining the Bloody Disgusting network, which is really exciting. They've got a lot of really good shows with really good people, and now we're friends with them. Oh, we were friends with them, and now we're part of the network too. So super excited for that. You can check out the article. Chelsea is quoted as talking about it and highlights some episodes like The Substance, Unwelcome, because it's got the poop stick conversation, the poop knife conversation, our interview with Matthew Lillard, and some other stuff, some good stuff. Wow, companion ads everywhere, man. Companion comes out this weekend. Listen, please see that movie. Period. Dot. Please see that movie. But if you can, see it knowing nothing, man. See it without knowing anything. I know that there are trailers. There's one playing on my screen right now. I understand that movies have to be marketed so that people will see them. But having had the opportunity to see this movie completely blind, knowing absolutely nothing except, oh, Jack Quaid's in this? Great. Oh, it's by the people who made Barbarian, like the producers? Great. Dude, it was such a ride to watch without knowing anything. Please see this movie. It's my favorite of the year so far, of 2025. You know, all 3 weeks that we're into it. It's so, yeah, Sophie Thatcher is in it, who was just in Heretic. She's in Yellow Jackets. And Harvey Guillen is in it. The guy from Smile 2 is in it. What's his name? The drug dealer she goes and sees, who's fantastic in that. But yes, try to avoid the trailers. Luke Gage, thank you, Cecilia. Lucas Gage, who does excellent in Smile 2 and also excellent in Companion. Like, the cast is great. It's so fucking good. It manages to be a great thriller and very funny at the same time. It's hilarious. And throughout the entire time, this is the rare movie. Because Chelsea and I are always like, you know, we usually like movies and then, you know, third act. Get the third act doldrums where you're just kind of cleaning up the plot. You're going through the motions. Companion is a movie that is fucking awesome through and through. Third act just as good as the first two. Again, if you can see it without knowing anything, because that second trailer that they released fucking spoils so much of it, and it sucks. I know that, like, and I'm not one who's like super precious about spoilers. I prefer to see movies without any preconceptions just so I can enjoy them on their own merits. But like, this is one that you really want to enjoy, man. So please check it out. It's really good. I will hype and vouch for Companion so much because I think it's just a great movie that deserves to be seen and celebrated. Thank you, Pop Culture Guy 3000. Skeleton Dance. And thank you, Hernan Garza. Not sure about the podcast episodes. I know Survivor's the next podcast episode that we're doing. Oh, and happy birthday. Happy birthday. So yeah, just be aware that Companion's great. Also coming out is Freelance, about a video editor taking snuff film jobs. I don't know if I've seen anything for this. Have I? Have I watched a trailer for this or anything? It doesn't look familiar. And also coming out is Dark Match, which is something about a small-time wrestling company accepts a well-paying gig in a backwoods town with a cult leader, and Chris Jericho's in it. Sarah Canning's also in it. She was an influencer. She's great. And Stephen Ogg. He's awesome, too. So this comes out as a streaming Dark Match. All right. Let's talk about dead meat stuff. As mentioned, we've got the Horror Royal Rumble coming out. Well, I guess first is 28 weeks later, kill count on Friday. There were a lot of, I saw a lot of comments last Friday about where's the kill count? It was on YouTube and on the Patreon. People were like, where's the podcast, or where's the kill count? Is it coming out today? It's not. We're on that every other week schedule this year. So just be aware. Not every other week, because after 28 weeks later, you'll get a video game kill count from Zoran. But just my episodes are going to be every other week. And that includes 28 weeks later, which comes out on Friday. Then on Saturday, the very next day, we've got the Horror Royal Rumble, baby. The third annual. It's so fucking good. Let's see. Who can I share? I want to share. How many you want? How many entrants do you want to know about right now? So I'll give you at least, I think 3 is good. Let's do 3. 10? Get out of here, Cassie. I mean, that's how many people we know are in the real Rumble. Okay, let's see. What do we got? I gotta mute the video player when I open it. And then I just gotta find some entrants. Oh, this has the number too? I'd rather it not have the number because that spoils the order they come out in. I think I can change that though. I think I can hide that. Oh man, I'm pausing it and it's making the video freak out. Okay, this isn't the best illustration of Chelsea's work just because it's like a low res video. But here's one person. Ready? It's Jack Delroy from Late Night with the Devil. Getting flashbacks to the schedule leak. Be careful. Yeah, see, it's doing that like glitchy like video thing. So we got Jack Delroy. Very excited to do that. For you to see that. Let's see who else we got. Oh, you know what? This is one that everyone will be excited to see. People will be real excited about this one. Hold on. It's Ash. Ash is here and he's ready to go, dude. Motherfucking Ash. Everyone always wants him. There he is. All right, and one more. Let's see. Let's see who to go to. He does look so good. They all look so good. Hail to the king, baby. Let's see who else we got. Let's see who else we got. Oh, man. Yeah. The first one that Chelsea made for this year. You know what? This one I'm just gonna let the video play because it's so good. Oh, you want a lady? There aren't as many ladies this year. I think there are only 8. It's not gonna be a lady. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna show you a lady. But you should enjoy this anyway. Look at him. He's a rock star. It's motherfucking long legs, dude. We gave him a lot of pyro. Look at those long legs, baby. Hell yeah. So that's a little preview of the Horror Royal Rumble, which I am so motherfucking excited for. I am so excited for it, baby. It's the best. It's and this year has a couple of moments that just destroyed me and Chelsea. Like, you will hear me laugh. Like, I get to the wheezing laughter, you know? That, like, when people are just dying. There's something that happens in this Rumble that just destroys us. It's so fucking funny. I can't wait. So, that'll be out on Saturday. We'll do a premiere on the channel, on this channel, Dead Meat Presents, at noon. And please tune in, check it out, share it with everyone, make everyone watch it, hold them captive. But also have them watch it on their own screens and devices so that those extra views count. But we put so much fucking work into this, and it's so worth it. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for you to see it. I'm so fucking excited for this. That'll be out on Saturday. When are the noms for Dead Meat Horror Awards? Soon. We're finishing up watching some of the movies that we missed, just to make sure that we're not leaving anything out that should be included. But we were focused on the Rumble. We have a Super Bowl halftime thing that we're doing that we'll let you know more about as that approaches. But that's also like a film day that we're focused on. And then Chelsea's doing Horror Survivor. So let us get those projects down, and then we'll shift gears into the Horror Awards, which producer MK has already been working on. Everyone's been working on for a while now, but for me and Chelsea's sake, we are kind of focused on these other things first, and then we'll shift into the award mode. So, great. Thank you so much for tuning in. There are trailers to watch, but I'm over and I got my workout, so we'll catch those another time. Sorry about that. I think Drop was one of them. I forget what the other ones are, but thank you so much for tuning in. And again, I can't wait for this Rumble. And the real Rumble is also on Saturday. This is one of my favorite times of the year, man. Fucking love the Royal Rumble. Gonna have a viewing party. Gonna have prizes. Gonna have people taking pictures with the sign. I just can't fucking wait. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. See you next week. And yeah, be good people.